And good Wednesday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. As we begin this day, 50 degrees right now. We'll head for only 10 degrees higher. 60 is what we're looking for, but gusty before it's all said and done. So whatever you've got going on, expect some wind today. Great day for a clothesline. I'll say it that way. Hope your morning is going well. As I mentioned a moment ago, I want to say happy anniversary to my wife, Angie. 31 years today. Wow. That's just shocking. Hard to believe that that it has been that long. It's just been seems like the blink of an eye. Yeah, that's the way to say that. I do hope your day is going well for you. As we wake up, we find that the Braves are the world champions of the World Series. Won it last night 7-0. So if you're a big Braves fan, you're happy today. Hope so. Let's see here. There will be a runoff in the election that was held, the special election yesterday, the Senate District 32. Rod Hickman, and I'm going to say this wrong, Dr. Minshew, I'm not going to attempt to say his name. I'm going to have to get a translation on that. It's simple, but I just can't remember how you pronounce it. And that's going to be a runoff. The doctor is from Lauderdale, and Rod is from Noxubee County. So that's coming up. That'll be held in about roughly 3 weeks. We'll get the day for that. And low turnout in Lauderdale County. Only 17%, I believe, turned out to vote yesterday. So thoughts there for you. Headlines this morning. If you hadn't been keeping up with this, shake-up in the world of politics. Virginia, who has been Democrat for years upon years, got shaken up last night and elected a Republican governor. Has a lot to do with two things, Trump, and also it dealt with the case that's going on in the schools there, of where they're just really going a different direction than I think most Americans think things should be. It shook things up. Also, there's another case that we're watching on this, and they have not announced a winner on this, if you've been paying attention to all of this. New Jersey, it's 49-49 of last night. And I guess they'll redo the counting this morning or resume. It's just votes apart. And again, that state has been also Democrat-led for years upon years. You had Sleepy Joe earlier last night claiming victory for the Democrats in Virginia early. He was wrong. His speechwriters didn't give him the right card, apparently. We'll see what happens after daylight as we go into this. And also a new mayor takes over. The police officer won the mayor of New York. We'll see if there's a direction. He's a Democrat, but we'll see where the direction of this goes for New York. De Blasio couldn't run again. So that's a few of the headlines this morning as you're waking up. We'll discuss all of this coming up at 8 a.m. I hope you'll join us bright and early here at MeTV, also Facebook and YouTube. Any way that you can get us, we'd love for you to be a part of it. Join us. That's all this morning there. All right, let's turn our thoughts to a little bit of weather this morning and get your day started right.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
And here we go. Let's see here. Record highs and record lows. It was set on this date. It was 2016, a warm day we had, 88 degrees. Back in 66, it was a low record of 18 degrees on this day. Boy, am I glad that's not the case today. 18 is a game changer. As we move forward here, what we've got, partly sunny skies today. 60 to 61 is going to be about it. Through Philadelphia, about 57 as we go up through Winston County there. Down to Laurel, 66. Back over to Vicksburg, about 60 today. As we move across that Bama state line, we'll see that Demopolis may get 62 today as we go through Livingston, Alabama, right around the 61-degree mark. And the further north that you go into Alabama, the cooler it will be. If we'll look at this, some of the highs, 52 in those areas there. Big difference there. As we look at the tropical storm, what's going on from the National Hurricane Center, Wanda is still out there. Winds of about 52 miles an hour, gust of 63. But again, the forecast still has this staying majority here in the ocean and not affecting any mainlands anywhere. So, tropical storm Wanda. No big major changes on that. As we look at the temperatures over the next 6 to 10 days, we'll see that Meridian will warm up Mississippi in here just a little bit there across there. Still below temperatures there in South Florida, but we're starting to see warmer temperatures here. Texas above average by all means. All right, as we turn to the 7-day forecast, we had originally said that by the weekend we would have some 30-degree weather at night. That's changing as we look at today's high of about 60. Tonight's low dips down to 44. And again, want to remind you of that gust that we will have. 20-mile-an-hour gust today. Now, rain chances start moving into the forecast tonight. 30% chance mainly between 10 and a little bit after midnight. Somewhere between 10 and 1:30, we'll have a chance of getting a 30% chance there. Low of about 44. By tomorrow, we'll start the day out with a 20% chance of showers, and that will end right around lunchtime, say 12:45, 1 o'clock in that neighborhood by tomorrow for your Thursday. Only a 20% chance, though, but the high only reaching 58, so a little cooler tomorrow. Low down to 45. As we break into the weekend, Friday will end with sunshine, low down to 46 that night. And this is where we would have seen that low of about 37, 38. And that temperature, as this comes across the Southland, has warmed up through the weekend. Originally, it was going to be in the 30s each night. We'll get close to that on Saturday night when we get a low of about 41, 64 for the high on Saturday, 66, a nice day for us to go to church on Sunday, low down to 43. By Monday, we're back up to 44 for the low, 68 for a high, and 70 on Tuesday as these temperatures creep up. And that's what we were looking at the map here on the next 6 to 10 days of that little warming. All right, let's go on into November the 17th. You'll see that we'll have a couple days in the 70s there, and then we'll get back to the 60s, and then somewhere around the 13th, 14th is when we'll start seeing that 30-degree weather at night, dipping down into there. So there you go. That's a quick look ahead as to what we've got with weather coming up over the next 10 days. Hopefully, wintertime is coming up. Deer season right around the corner. We love to see some 30, some of that cooler weather to get the deer moving. And let's look at that. What's forecasted for today? It says today is going to be one of the better days to go out and hunt. If you're a big hunter, this would be it. One of the first major times was in the middle of the night, right after midnight to about 1:30 in the morning. So that just out the window. Our second best time of today will be at lunchtime till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then you've got your good chance there at dark 30 there. Winds today, if you're going to be up a tree, it's going to be north-northeast. Winds of 5 to 10 miles an hour. And we'll have a gust of about 20 miles an hour. Deer be moving, but that wind, you know how that works out in those situations. So that gives you a heads up of what's to come with deer hunting for today. Before long, we'll be checking with Jay's Taxidermy with who's entering deer, who's had some luck. We'll have some pictures and all that. I want to say we've gotten a picture or so already. As we look at the clock, we're coming up on 7 o'clock as we begin this Wednesday here. It's going to be a great day, as we said. Not too bad with a high right around 60 as we begin it. I hope you'll come back and join us here in just a little bit. We'll have all the headlines of what's going on across America to fill you in and let you know what to expect today. That kicks off at 8 a.m. right here. Won't you join me? I sure hope you do. A few good mornings to everybody that is up. I appreciate y'all. Robin Sullivan is up. Donna Roseman, Daryl Dean. Let's see here. Also, good morning to Laura Orflin. How are you? LaWanda Grantham. Happy anniversary. Thank you there from Miss Joy Robinson. Lily and Glenn, how are you today? Sylvia Stewart, Lamar Hembry is up. Also, Janice Bounds, Terry Ray, Bree Packer, Flora Overstreet, Orena Bonner, how are you today? Brian Troy, Elmer Talbert, Miss Karen Hurd, and Charlotte Gray are some of the ones that are up today. Thank each of you for joining us. As we said today, not bad, a good weather day as we begin it. And again, we'll be back here in just a few minutes to get this day started for you. Alicia Alexander, good morning to you. I hope you have a blessed day as well. Rachel Grapple, how are you? Glad you jumped in there with us. And again, I'll be back very soon, so y'all join us as we'll go live with all the latest beginning at 8 a.m. right here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by